Now, I wouldn't blame you if you were thinking, shouldn't you have a different colored background because she will be adding a bunch of weight again? Damn it. But by the end of this video, I think if I made the math in my head correctly, I will actually have saved some more grams. But the first step, we just might need to add a few grams. As you can see here, my XTR radiator has the medium cage, or the GS, which is the one for the 45 cassette. This is the plate unit, as they call it, the SGS, or long cage, which is for the 10 to 51 cassette. I was a bit nervous when I ordered this because I just ordered it blindly off the what do you call it? The part number. So I was worried this would just include actual outer plates and no pulleys and stuff like that. But as you can see, it's a fully complete XTR pulley cage with pulleys and everything. Yeah, carbon galore. So let's just do a quick transplant. And if you've seen the video when I took this apart on the main channel, you might remember I had some kind of pick to remove this, but it was kindly pointed out to me that you can just do it like this as well. Oh, yeah, that's simple. Might as well put on some gloves. Remove a little stopper. And I forgot to move the derailleur into correct position, because now I can't do this, so let's see. Ooh. That's better. So we'll need to move this over as well. Before we put that together again, let's see where we end up in terms of weight. How much do we add for the long cage? So the short cage, or the GS version, 69.1 grams. And the long cage is 61. That is not a big difference at all. That was way less than I thought. It's seriously only 2 grams. Well, it's gonna be a good day today. Hell yeah. If you look closely, I actually think it's not only just longer. I think that the guide pulley is more offset as well. Is it? Can I do this? Maybe we do it like so. Yeah, so you see the, well, actually I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's, the guide pulley is definitely a little bit more offset on the long cage, which makes sense, I guess. So it's just not the actual length of the cage itself. The offset is also different, which might or might not be interesting. Anyway, let's see if we can get this installed again. Let's see, we should need this part. Actually, I should probably have given this a good clean now, but since I'm recording a video, I'm not gonna bother. Crap. Yeah, I took out the gloves for a reason. Might as well use them. Let's see. That wasn't in place. Oh, yeah, we need to remove. Stopper first. Let's see. God damn it. this back in place. See the assembled weight, just to put it out there. 414.4, and that is with a battery, if you were wondering. Now, since this is originally a medium gauge, that is what will show up in the eTube app, if I can connect that. Yeah, as you can see here, it shows up as the GS 9-45 cassette combination, and you can't really change it here, but to show up as SGS or long gauge, but you need to have the PC link thingamajig and do it on the PC version of the eTube app. I don't have that, so I won't bother. But yeah, it only shows up there. That's what I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. It shouldn't affect shifting, at least that's what I think. Now, what about the weight saving I was talking about? And of course, that is the cassette, because this long gauge requires a bigger cassette. But as I showed in the video on the main channel I did a few months ago, that you can actually run smaller cassettes as long as you space the chain for the intended cassette. Now, you might notice the audio sounds slightly different, possibly, and that is because I had to record this after the fact, because, yeah, my mic totally gave up and did not record any audio from here on out, so the rest of this video will be after the fact voiceover. Now, back to the cassette. As you can see, I am using the previous generation 8100 10-45 cassette, and a quick weight check on that is we have 470.8 grams. And while I knew that the new generation cassettes would be a bit lighter than the previous generation, I did not expect the 10-51 to be even lighter than the older 1045. But when I finally found that out for myself, I realized I could increase my gear range at the same time as saving a few grams, and there's nothing better than that. And of course, sticking with the Shimano cassettes, I still have Hyperglide Plus, which means no compromise in shifting. The M8200 10-51 cassette is 457.7 grams. So yeah, quite a good chunk of grams saved there over the 10-45, which, yeah, it's still kind of amazing, but there we go. Of course, you can always save even more weight going with the XTR, but I'm not paying 3 times the price for the same thing. I'm sorry, not on this bike. Now, while the new cassettes, the 9-45 and the 10-51 has kind of a different range altogether, this 10-51 actually shares the same cassette spread on the smaller cogs. So from 10 to 28 is the exact same spread. So this will feel extremely familiar to me, which I'm happy with. It's only from the 33 to the 51 that the gaps are a bit bigger than the 10-45 cassettes, but that's not really an issue for me. When I'm grinding up steep climbs in the Japanese mountains, bigger gaps on the easier gears has never been something that bothers me. On the contrary, it's almost kind of a relief when I actually get a proper lighter gear and not have to shift twice, if you know what I mean. Anyway, that's highly personal preference though. And just a quick mention of the chain length adjustment. For reference, I had to add 1 link plus the quick link going from the 45 to the 51. That 1 link plus quick link added 4.6 grams, but it still means that we have saved weight overall. Now, since it was only 1 link, it would have meant having the quick link from the original setup, an inner link, and then another quick link, which is kind of unstable, because if you remove the outer links and just have an inner link, that would just fall apart. So I cut the original chain 1 link so I could have like a full inner and outer link between the quick link, as you can see here. But the end result is still only 1 link plus a quick link added. So yeah, there you go. So if for some reason anyone else is doing this, I still would double check that on your bike that it's actually the correct amount of links added. So yeah, this is just for reference, so you know about in the ballpark and all that mess. Anyway, yeah, good days, good days. That's it for now. Catch you in the next one. Peace.